Hi, I'm Coach Shayain. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, part 2 of the driver series. So on the first part, if you haven't watched it, make sure you watch that first really, but it'll be the end of this video as well. So the first part is about setup, gaps, your grip, your aim, your posture, and your stance, all to do with your driver, as well as how high or low to tee the ball up. Voila, when you're on the tee box. So that we have accomplished in part 1. Part 2, probably I would say the biggest mistake that I see my students or just people when you play with the driver is this. Let's get started. I am aware that everybody wants to crush their driver. Like, I know, myself included, I always want to crush my driver. I'm 5'3", and to be fair, I can hit it pretty far, which makes me very excited. So let me tell you the biggest mistake that I see out there, because we're so anxious and excited to crush it. The number one thing that happens when you're doing that is I'm gonna walk up. I'm going to tee my ball up, like I'd mentioned in the last video, right? I'm gonna do my routine, and then what happens is, because we're so excited, our first movement in all of our swings really should be out here. This is where our first part of our swing should be. But when you're with your driver, you're so excited that people like to whip it in here because you want it to be fast and electric and just, you want to crush it. So instead of you having your mechanics and your fundamentals of your first part of your swing being out here, you are whipping it because you want to come in with your hips and you want to turn it, all that good stuff. I get it. So in my video about driving range and what I talk about no man's land. So if you've played other sports, usually coaches talk about no man's land where you're not supposed to be. So this would be my version of golf's no man's. Your first part of your swing should not be here, no man's land. The first part of your swing, pretend you have a line that is right behind your ball, and in slow-mo, you want to follow this line. That is what you're thinking to prevent yourself from having your first part of your swing be here. You are so far back that your body has to do some really crazy, insane things for your hands and your everything else to catch up. So therefore, you're going to breathe, you're going to think, there's an imaginary line that goes behind my ball, and then come down and release. Okay? So, if I was to show you what no man's land looks like, this is what we're not trying to do. This is what we all do very often, is we come here, and that went low. I had my club face completely closed. I mean, it rolled 150 straight, but not the object, right? So we are going to pretend straight line from relax, straight line. The idea of me trying to go straight and not whip it in here, and then trying to get my hands and body to catch up. So that is the biggest mistake that I see out there on the golf course, but mostly with my students when they first come to me asking me they want to crush the driver 250 yards dead straight. When I see you whipping it, we will regroup and start with nice and slow. Okay? I hope that helped. Make sure you watch next week's video on part 3 with the driver series. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the like button if this video helped, and all of the information will be below on how you see all 3 series, as well as Robin Golf and what they're doing with golf clubs to trying to help more people get into the game, making it affordable. And I'm just testing their clubs out to see what they're all about. They look beautiful, but do they work? See you next week.